Oh my goodness. What a day. What a day. What a week, as a matter of fact. Welcome to uh, Lemon Live at 5 this fine Friday evening. Donald J. Trump is currently poised to become the worst president of the United States of America in American history. Now, as we reported this morning, this is according to the New York Times polling. The average disapproval of President Trump has climbed to the highest level of his second term. A whopping 58% of Americans disapprove of the president's job performance, while only 39% approve. But it gets worse from there. And this is an AP NORC poll. It was out this week. It says it has Trump's approval, job approval, at an even more abysmal 33%. What's more, Fox News poll finds that 56%, and I repeat that again, 56% of voters think Trump is not mentally fit to be the commander-in-chief. When you lose Fox News and you are a conservative or a Republican, you're in deep, deep doo-doo. So if he's lost Fox News, everyone, take that in. I want you to listen to this. Is Jim Van de Heye. Watch.
You need to put the polls in some context. It's almost impossible in modern polling, given the ideological impulses of base voters, to get much lower than he is in terms of his unfavorable ratings, but also how unpopular he is when it comes to the economy, when it comes to inflation, even when it comes to, the non-border enforcement part of immigration. Like, he is very, very low. Still has Republicans, most Republicans with him, but that's even sinking. And I think the biggest alarm for him and for Republicans is they look at the House map and it looks like almost impossible for them to keep control of the House. They look at the Senate and they start to look at states like Iowa, Ohio, Alaska, Texas, Maine, all which should be very, very winnable, maybe not even competitive, and they all look suddenly in danger. Right now, there's a tremendous amount of pressure on the people around the president to change this cabinet, to get some more people in here, some fresh blood, some clearer thinking, or they worry they're just going to get wiped out. And as we're reporting this morning, day one, Democrats will impeach him. But that's the fate. And he can ignore the subpoenas. Oh, his friends and family can't. All those companies can't. Like, he's coming for a political hell, and that's going to be tough.
Donald Trump will tell you the polls are fake when they're not when it's not going in his direction. I think it's something to be said that Fox News is saying, you know what? This is really bad. Donald Trump is currently poised to be the worst American president in history. Now, this is more polling. Here's Harry Enton.
And just take a look here. He's not just the lowest at this point at any point in either of his presidencies, but he is at the lowest. He has the worst net approval rating at this point in any term for any president. Look at this. He's at minus 32 points now. Joe Biden, of course, Donald Trump loved to rip Joe Biden in the economy. Joe Biden, though, was at minus 25 points, 7 points better. How about George W. Bush? Minus 25 points. Again, 7 points better than Donald Trump. And, of course, Donald Trump loves to rip on James Earl Carter. But James Earl Carter, Jimmy Carter, was at minus 22 points, 10 points better than Donald Trump is right now. So again, Donald Trump making the type of history that no president likes to make.
I mean, this is historic. No president has been this low at this point in the presidency on the economy, period, full stop?
Full stop. Full stop. Presidency or term.
Okay.
And as our dear friend James Carville always says, it's the economy, stupid. He's not even winning on the economy, which is one of the things, that and immigration, that he was supposed to take care of.
Developments in the political world today. More polling has just come out for President Trump and the Republicans. We told you earlier this week that President Trump had his worst poll of his second term, with the AP showing just 33% of Americans approving of his job performance. When you look at the crosstabs in the all-important independent voters, Trump has cratered. I mean, cratered. It's like not even present tense anymore. It's done. Just 23% approve of his overall performance. That ticks up to 30 when it comes to how he's handled immigration. And then from there, it is all downhill. Folks, you cannot win elections like that. Democrat or Republican, you got 80% of the independents against you. You're effed. You need to adjust something ASAP. 19% support him on the economy. 19. And listen to this. How many independents approve of Trump's job performance when it comes to the cost of living? 12. The problem is he was underwater with these folks on the economy and cost of living inflation prior to the Iran war. They were already suffering and they were blaming him. And then we launched a war of choice that was not necessary, and their gas prices went up and energy prices are going up. It's already happening in Europe and elsewhere, and it's coming to a city near you. The delay in pain is just that, a delay. It will come our way because the economy is connected.
The person who tried to steal the election in 2020 was Donald Trump himself. No, that is not hyperbole. That's not fake information. That's not false information. That is what the facts show. That it was the most secure election in American history. Those are the facts. And now we're sitting around, look what's happening. So we tried to warn the folks, but the folks wouldn't listen, and they didn't. And so they put this maniac, this incompetent person back into office. We tried to tell you that this was a very, very bad, stupid man, but you didn't listen. And now the GOP needs to burn to the ground. Now, what did the chief cheerleader of this disastrous Iran war say in May of 2016, nearly a decade ago? If we nominate Trump, we will get destroyed, and we will deserve it. So for once in your life, you actually told the truth, Lindsey Graham. As if it is some sort of mark of strength or masculinity that you're creating all this destruction. I think about the 145 or so schoolgirls who were killed, innocent school children. And for what? A war that is an unjustified, unjust, illegal war that they did not seek the right approval for, Congress and the American people. Because here's the thing. This is who we are right now. When people say it's not America, this is who America is right now. This is who Donald Trump and Benjamin Netanyahu have turned us into. A country that bombs babies. So yes, Donald Trump deserves to be the most unpopular president in American history. And some would say he deserves to be impeached and removed. Many people would say that.